welcome to this game. It's called HMS Aeternum, if I got that right, I believe.
Yep.
This is made by my good friend Quizicalgin under under her team tag. What is it called again?
Flaming Teddy Productions.
Flaming Teddy Productions. Oh, right. So right now I'm probably gonna turn some stuff down a little bit. Oh, what is that? Oh, why does it just go straight to 0?
That's what it do.
Okay, let's set everything to 80. Oh my god, the direct silence! So, in case you are not aware, this is a game demo for a game that she made through a game jam on RPG Maker. Their theme was Endless Ocean. It's for the RPG Maker horror game jam. And, well, with how it is, it's... I have yet to really experience it. I've seen a few things from, like, catching a stream or two of hers when she was working on it. But of course, you know, this is a game demo. There's a lot to process on this. So
Yeah,
we're gonna run into bugs.
dialogue.
We're gonna run into weird shit. But I'm excited. Here to support a friend and also, you know, to experience this. I don't really participate in game jams, but I'm at least gonna participate for this game. Plus, some people have already made videos on this, so in regards of, like, results of things, I'm not the first. And that's actually a good thing, because some people have already given her some valuable insight and information based off of their opinions and also what they have seen. So, and also because now I have basically the game director as my guide, I can also probably get some things that most people didn't. So we'll see how that goes, yeah? Alright, let's get this started. Attention, due to running short of time and the story turning out to be far larger than anticipated, the project as presented is a demo. Yes.
It's just making sure people know.
Yeah.
Because there's some people who are going through the jam itself to pick up games, and they may not actually see the warnings on the page. It's just like, I am making sure people know.
It's like, oh, is this a full game? No.
Dude, it's got placeholder ass.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This game features disturbing content such as mild swearing, paranormal content, blood, death, and corpses. Ooh. Sounds like fun. Player discretion is advised. Okay. I immediately recognized the music!
I'm doing this on a budget of broke, man.
Yeah. I immediately recognized the sad music for content creation. It's great. This is gonna be great.
Kevin McLeod is everywhere, man.
Oh, that's
He's
awesome
everywhere.
from fucking Kevin. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
really should listen
like-
to his music so I can use it for my videos.
Yeah, Incomtech is just a fucking powerhouse of music creation. Wait, it's kind of sad that he doesn't view those stuff he makes as actual art, because he's just like, oh, it's just background noise. But like, my guy, that's still art. You still create a vibe. That's art.
I think it's to give a mindset. I'd put that under the idea of giving a mindset of, if I view it as art, I then feel the better need to claim it as my own. If I make it as the idea of background music and it just being that, then it's not something that I need to claim as mine. It's made by me, but it's just something for others to use and have. Sure, you could, you know, creative license stuff that, but if, I don't know, that's just my take, under my view of the psychology of it, but I could entirely be wrong. Alright, let's see. So, immediate question, main character, male or female? Hard to tell.
Dude, there's only one lady in this entire cast, and she's gonna show up for a while.
Okay, so everyone's a guy, except until the obvious woman, I guess?
Yeah, yes.
Alright, noted. I feel like I need more sleep. Get up, Steed, old boy. We have work to do. We need to check on what remains of the crew. Starting with the captain to see how he is. Okay. I felt so I didn't mean to go back into bed. I was trying a WASD, but I didn't know it was just arrow keys.
Yeah, it's RPG Maker, so it's for that engine, the classic controls are arrow keys, Z for confirm, X for cancel and opening up menu.
Oh, it's the old stuff. Got it. Okay. I felt
Yeah,
so drained. Oops, sorry.
I've thought about using the plugin that gets included with MZ to change it to use WASD, but I always found it to be kind of weird and janky, so I just leave it as the default.
I mean, fair. I'd say the easy
It's
incorporation
also,
would be one where like can use either or, because that should be fine.
yeah.
Unless that thing does that already. I don't know.
I think it does, but it's also why I leave it with the mouse as well, the mouse controls, because it makes it easier as well.
Oh, so there's also click and move?
Yeah.
Oh, that works out well for me then. There's also my cursors on screen, so that works out. All right. I'll keep it. I'll be aware of that now. So, might be something to put into the controls, into like a notice of controls. Anyways,
I normally for my games I normally make a manual, but I literally got this submitted 5 minutes before the deadline to get everything done, and this was even when I was like working on it while dead during peak. Like every spare second.
While we were playing Peak, you were just doing it in the background.
Yes.
That's dedication. I gotta respect the shit out of that. Oh man. I'm actually impressed you chose to like. I mean, hey, it's like, you know, breaks in between by playing the game, so fair.
That, and then because I kept getting fucked over by tornadoes, I was dead a lot.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I plan to actually, I plan to actually take that last stream and turn it into a video. So it will take some time because I have yet to start working on it, but I'll probably start working on it sometime next week. Or this weekend, we'll see. But yeah, there's so much content in that I actually want to make it a video. Alright, let's get back to this. I felt so drained as of late that more sleep is genuinely so tempting. Whale oil lamp. My journal where I've been chronicling our journey thus far. I don't really feel like reading it through the last few months' struggles. I have to look forward. Always forward, as the captain says. Mirror. Oh, it's a window. It's so bright outside, it's hard to make heads or tails of what it looks like out there.
Yeah, I didn't have time to add lighting.
It's fair, honestly, not too bad. Glad I turned the sound effects down. That would have really hurt my ears.
Yeah.
All right.
I think when I actually get around to
so many doors. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, as you can see, the scale of the ship is part of why I got 360 scope creeped.
Whose room is this? A crewman's bed still crisply made. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a common event. I've already fixed it.
How long has it been since they slept there? There's a light coating of dust.
Fuck.
This one is. Alright, there's the door here. Yep. Okay, secret along the bookshelves at all? Nope.
Yeah, the way I tend to like.
I love movement tracking.
But yeah, the way I tend to work on RPG Maker games is I try to get all the important stuff put in first, and then put in the detail stuff after. Unfortunately, that means for the demo, there's quite a few areas that don't have any interactions.
That's fair. It's early stuff. The crewman's bed still. Same thing?
Yep.
Yep.
Just kind of wanted to allow players to explore as they saw fit, so I just made it huge.
Same thing? Yep.
Yep.
Just gonna run back out here, over here. No like it's gonna be the same thing. Yep.
I plan to actually like have names for all the crew that is currently missing.
Oh,
I just hadn't had time to come up with anything.
an empty room. All right, sounds good. Off we go. This room. Oh, there's no bed in here. A cabinet full of captain's belongings. Clothes, linens, blankets, and dishware are all stored here. Okay, trying to skip dialogue feels weird to do. I'm like rapidly clicking the mouse before it like quickly like does it. So that's something to look into.
There should be an option for message speed.
Well, okay. Well, it's more akin to like the fact of like there is an option for it. It's just it's more akin to like when I don't see it, when like I need to skip the dialogue, it's hard to skip it. Oh. Are we just not gonna talk about the? No. Okay.
Nope.
No.
It is content I was not able to get to.
Damn. Okay. Stuff for later. Seating doubles as storage, mainly for the crew to store their own dishes and cutlery to pull out as needed. Okay. Rapidly pressing X seems to work pretty fast for skipping. Okay, let's check this way. Same thing, right? Yep. Hang on, I'm gonna check. Okay. I'm just making sure you didn't hide any Easter eggs over here. Oh! Oh!
No.
Found one! Crewman's bed, still crispy made. I believe this one is Tompkins. Aha! Jammed? Must be frozen shut. I was about to say, wait, how's it frozen? But that I see the snow up here. It's snowing into the... Oh,
It's meant to convey that it's so cold, there's frost forming on the inside underneath, that it's coming down inside.
Yeah, I can see the snow here, so I can kind of see it. Oh, double bed. Okay. Alright, let's see, door this one. Hello, person. What do you want, Steed? Nothing in particular, just checking up on you, Pearson. As you can see, I'm fine. So kindly get out of me galley. No. What we got? Description. Stay away from that hatch. I don't appreciate that tone when I'm currently in command. You could be Captain Control himself, and I'd be telling you to stay away. The only way I've gotten what little we have left to stretch this far is by keeping it under lock. No one, and I mean no one, is going down there but me. And even then, no more than necessary. I ain't meaning to be disrespectful, but I have to make sure everyone is fed evenly. So no rank is gonna put you above that. Very well then. I saw the little frustration symbol above the head. Nice touch. So many bags. What happens if I talk to him again? Nope, same thing. A crate still mercifully filled with supplies. Are these voices I'm doing good at all for it?
Yeah, they fit rather well.
Ah, thank you. A stove for the galley. We've all cooked many a meal on this thing. Water spigots?
Yep.
Figures. Alright, okay, let's go downstairs. The crate's still mercifully filled with supplies. What? What?
It's just darkness.
What the fuck?
The underside of the ship. It goes deeper.
I can't seem to cross. Down we go. Oh, hello, Mr. Coles. What are you doing, Clemens? Condensing the coal, so I'm not running all over condensing the coal, so I'm not running all over the hold, scrounging for what little we have left. What? Is that the... What?
It just the scratchiness there.
I mean, it looks like a gruff character.
He is.
Is this really all there is remaining? Do you see any more in this hold? Aside from some crumbs in the other boxes, we ain't going to be able to keep going much longer. Would it be possible to pad out what we have left by breaking down some of the cargo boxes? It could buy us a little more time, but I have no idea if it would be enough to see us through the passage. And at the moment, it's not something I can put into effect. And for now, I need to check in on the captain. If you come back down here, let me know how he is. One of the many coal stores here. It's nearly empty. Interesting choice to the coal stores. I mean, that's a fair choice. I immediately read it as storages, but store seems fine because it's the storage.
It's because it's where you store it.
Yes. Clemens condensed most of what coal we have left in this box. I mean, there's a lot of pieces here and there. I'm guessing that's the giant fucking oven. Oh, or something. The furnace of the boiler. I can't really do anything from this side of it, though. Hey, T-Figs, welcome to the stream. Can't really do anything from this side. Well played there. Furnace of the boiler. It'd have frozen to death a long time ago without it heating the ship. Although it does still struggle with that given the Arctic environment. Ah. Still taking classes at Western? Yes, sir. I just came home early today so I could actually do the stream. Otherwise, I would have just been hanging out with friends until going to work at 3. Well, sort of. But yeah,
this burp might have passed out early and wasn't able to be here last night for this.
I'm actually kind of glad that happened, considering what you mentioned. Welcome. I'm glad you're hanging out on campus. I'm currently doing this here because I wanted to play my friend Quizical's game demo that they released on a game jam for the RPG Maker game jam, horror games specifically, under the theme Endless Ocean. Oh, I did not mean to. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, this is. Okay, I'm assuming this is steam particles. If not, then snow's going upside down.
Yes, that's intended.
The boat's just white. Okay. Alright, Noise caught me off guard. Jammed?
Get scared by the noise.
Sudden fucking sound effect. Wait, what? Is that's actual part of it? It looks weird from perspective, just saying, but I realize it's the wall.
Oh yeah, it's like the side of it.
Yeah, it just looks weird. It looks like the fucking like flat side right here, and then just this thing. I got so confused. The game looks cool. Yeah, it really does, honestly. I look forward to when these character sprites are colored in eventually at some point. It's strangely beautiful, honestly. One would think it stretches on endlessly, the sea of ice.
I had to very quickly get in that it's an endless ocean somewhere. Because I
guess you could say it's an endless ocean. Oh, irony. Oh, that's grand. Is there anything about the ropes? Nope.
Nope, he just looks at all edges of it.
You don't say anything about the winch. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, again.
Oops. Oh, that's... Oh. I completely forgot that that was what the stair exit looked like. So I was like trying to figure out what the fuck that was. Can't look inside. I have a strong aversion to going in there. What? That's... Okay.
He doesn't want to go inside.
I have a
There are
strong
reasons.
Well, where the fuck is the captain then?
You haven't been everywhere yet.
Okay, secret passage over here somewhere. Son of a bitch. No comments. Cantrell's sleeping. He looks like he's boiling alive, but his forehead feels so cold. He's just taking the hot the hot ice challenge where you just eat like hot peppers and take a ice bath at the same time.
Oh no.
And the reason I know of that challenge is because of Markiplier. Comment from outside, same comment? Not even saying anything. Okay, interesting. How is he, Tompkins? Okay, still guys, yes, okay, let's see. Teetering between sleep and consciousness. His coffin wakes him with the phlegm, a mix of new blood and old blood. Christ almighty. He'll certainly need him at this rate. I honestly have no idea how he's still persisting after all this time. Captain Cantrell is a tough old sea dog. Death won't claim him yet. Perhaps it should. How can you say that? What medication we have for him is starting to run thin. We're getting precariously low on food. And what little coal we have left likely won't see us out of this. We're not going to be able to care for him much longer, much less ourselves. Cut the pessimism. Is it pessimism to be realistic about the situation we found ourselves in? Look, we just have to make it through the other side of the passage, and we'll be able to make our way to warmer waters. The ice can't stretch on forever. We just have to have hope. Is it hope or just denial? Tompkins. All right. Well, speaking of warmer, could I trouble you to ask Pearson for a bowl of soup? I can, but why haven't you asked? Because I'm busy trying to keep the sick bay warm on top of keeping the captain topped on his medication. Even if it'd be just for a moment, even if it just be for a moment, I don't dare chance leaving. Yeah, it's all good. Even it'd be for a moment, I don't dare chance leaving the captain alone. Very well. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Steed. Coal. A small stove for warmth. I can't do anything with it from this side, though. It's a small crate. Whatever provisions it had are gone, so nothing but frost is held in it now. Out this side, and into the kitchen. Boy, mate, need... What do you want, Steed? I've come to trouble you for a bowl of soup for the captain. Trouble indeed. It's little more than hot water at this point. The broth bones are so boiled out that they're practically jelly themselves. Even so, that'd be better than nothing in the captain's current condition. Too bad for him that the current state of the ship means that I can't. Look at this damn pot. It's been sitting here for so long, yet it's not even simmering.
Probably because it's stuck clipping into the damn stove.
Is that it right there?
Yep. I goofed.
It's not on the stove. No matter how much I stoke the fire, it's just too cold. Damn Clemens must be slacking down there in that hold. What makes you say that? Why else would it be so cold on this forsaken ship? If he were doing his job with the boiler, I'd actually be able to do mine and cook. Look, instead of smearing him, you work on doing what cooking you can do. I'll go down and see what the holdup is with the heat. Fine. Oh, off I go downstairs. Motherfucker! Hey there! Furnace the boiler.
Almost as if characters can move around.
Where the fuck you at, boy? Okay, can't go this way. Nope. That's Thompson's room. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon, mo. Where you at, boy? Coming for you. Wait a minute. Aha! Seems this cabinet has been cleared out. Why can't I check every cabinet?
You have to click on the bottom of them. You're just clicking above. There you go.
Cabinet
You're
for
clicking above the hitbox.
Cabinet for our cartographer to store his maps. Okay. That's a lot of maps.
You need a lot to cover the whole sea. Although it's only half finished here, I do appreciate when games let you interact with almost everything, and it's something I try to do in the games I make.
Can't look at the painting at all. Can't figure out who it is. A captain for the cabinet's belongings. A cabinet.
The captain is full of cabinet belongings. What the hell? Oh no! Someone killed the captain and cored him out. They turned him into tacky furniture.
Oops, wrong statement. A cabinet full of captain's belongings. I shouldn't meddle in Captain Cantrell's things. So this is the captain's crew, captain's bed, or at least something maybe. All right, well he wasn't in here. All right, check in here. No. Check in here. No. Check in here. No. Check in here. No. Check in here. That's my bedroom. No. Check in here. No, this is my bedroom. Check in here. No. Check in here. Glass. Nope. No. Check in here. No. Well, he wouldn't be out there. Check upstairs. Well, you have a version going there. Let's see. Up here, buddy boy. No, you are not. Well, no one place left to look. There's more places to look.
Yep.
Fuck.
Well, I just spotted something I need to fix.
Oi! Clemens! What do you need to fix?
The cap to one of the walls. You could walk through it. I gotta put something there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello!
We're just gonna make an event, call it block.
Alright, check here. Small crate, provisions, full of miscellaneous maintenance supplies. It's full of stuff, okay. I'm full of Clemens in just a minute. There's a lot of snow coming down here, interesting. Oh, there's a lot more to this ship. Okay, this is big.
Yeah.
Strange. This is the only cabinet that appears to still have pistols in it. This is gonna come back later, ain't it? Where did the rest go? So this is the armory.
It's going to come back approximately twice. Unfortunately, not in this demo.
Okay, let's go to find Clemens. Pardon me. The spare sails and these oh, it's not snow. I thought it was just a piles of snow. The spare sails and those still in need of mending.
They probably should make them like a very light cream color. That would probably make it, or telegraph more obviously that they're sails.
One of the pipes lead up to the pumps. Clemens! Oh, the big boiler. Dialogue? No.
Locomotive.
Clemens, what are you doing running about the ship like that?
Oh, beg pardon. I didn't realize I was in a schoolhouse and shouldn't run in the halls. What I'm doing is having to maintain the engine of the boiler by myself down here. As you can see, the engine is much larger, so I keep having to haul more coal to it.
So that's why we're collecting it next to the ladder?
Makes it faster to grab and my life a bit easier. Let me guess, Pearson's on my tail because he can't handle a stove to get it boiling, despite the cold.
I see you two have likely had this conversation before.
Shouting match more like it, but hey, it's come up before. Old bastard can only worry about that stove. Meanwhile, I have to keep the ship both warm and moving.
Well, while you tend to the engine, I'll go take care of the boiler for now.
Much appreciated. Nice to finally get a hand down here. However, I doubt if we have enough coal to spare the fuel them both much longer.
Remember what we talked about in the hold? I'll just grab an axe from storage and start breaking down boxes.
Worth a shot. Besides, I don't feel like freezing to death just yet anyway. I'll take care of the engine. You head on down and take care of the boiler.
Yes, I'm on it. Alright, we'll explore those sections later. What's the boiler? Away! Weep! The furnace to the boiler. I'll probably need to break down at least 5 or so containers to fuel it. What? But we got
Remember,
coal. But we got coal,
we don't have it.
Don't have an axe to break it. So I have to break down crates. We're not even wasting time on that. Okay. Merciful Mary, where do I go? Alright, let's check back here. Seems this cabinet has been cleared out. Looks to still have a crewman's slops inside. Can't imagine why they left these here, as cold as it is. What are slops? I'm guessing it's just clothing label, but...
Yes, it's the clothing that all the characters are currently wearing at the moment. Except for Tompkins, I wanted him to be slightly differentiated, and he's wearing his coat over his slops.
So, what are...
But it's basically a form of Arctic gear.
Arctic gear, got it, okay.
Or at least Arctic gear circa 1840s.
I've been here. Let's talk to them again. Axe? We should still have them in storage, yes?
Well, not on this side of the deck. They're probably with the carpenters and holes under the galley. You hit your head on something to forget where all your tools are?
My head is fine. I was merely double checking.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Well, fuck you.
Fuck you indeed.
Lore accurate.
I don't know what ship means. The galley. Have I been there yet?
Yes.
Not here. Okay. Is it one of these? Am I in the right place?
We are not under the galley.
Fuck.
This is the birds.
I know nothing about ships.
That's why I had them explicitly mention like different locations and when the character is in that location saying where they are. You talked to a character who was in the galley.
Fuck!
There you go.
Also, collision error notice. I was over here and I clicked up to go up here to go up the ladders and like just it was
That's unfortunately kind of like a hazard of the clicking thing.
So this is the galley.
No. You walked right past it.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh shit. Don't mind me, I'm on my way.
What did I say about that hatch?
This time you do not get a say. I need an axe from the carpenter's storage, and I do not need your permission to retrieve it.
An axe? What in the blue blazes you need one of them for?
Not enough coal to fuel the engine and the boiler. So I need an axe to break down some of the empty crates and barrels to feed them.
Straight's getting the tire. Straight's getting that tire.
They are. I just sincerely hope we won't have to start cannibalizing parts of the ship for warmth too.
All right, get your axe and straight back out.
I only came down for the axe, not the bread room. I only came down here for the axe, not the bread room. Alright. Maintenance materials for the ship. Axes aren't normally kept on this side. Fine. Full of oils, pitch, and paints. Other than that, I need that. Carpenter storage, well, of course. And of course, where those tools. Carpenter storage. And of course, where their tools are kept. Of course, there's only one tool I need from here. Gained axe. Well, interesting. There's nothing left in there I need. Fine.
You ain't getting no soup unless this ship gets warmer.
I'm working on it.
Although now I'm starting to think I need to make a map and put it in the player's inventory.
That would be nice. I should make short work of it. God damn, you fucking swing the shit out of that.
Gotta break them somehow.
One more time. And off we go. The furnace and the boiler. There, that should suffice for the time being. Now, let's see if Pearson can make some soup for the captain.
Seems like it might actually be a degree warmer in here, Steed.
You can tell.
Honestly, not really, but it certainly sounds like as if the furnace is fired up. So it may very well finally heat up the ship, and Pearson can quit his belly aching.
If you believe so, then I'll take my leave and see if he'll have managed the soup for the captain.
Speaking of, how is he doing?
I think with enough time, he'll pull through.
Truly?
At least one of us has to hold out hope for him.
Then I sincerely hope that yours isn't in vain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an engine to tend to.
I think it would be interesting to see like a coal piece missing from this. Well, that's for way far future.
Yeah.
Alright,
But that
motherfucker,
is
your
a
soup
nice
can
idea.
wait. I gotta see what else is on this ship. Nyeh.
Boxes on boxes on boxes.
Plenty of boxes. And plenty of barrels. Well,
I wanted to make sure that there was gonna be plenty of burnables.
they sure had plenty of storage when they went on this initial voyage. But where the fuck is the rest of the crew?
Exactly.
You're...
Also, you may want to save.
Oh, we're already 39 minutes in. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, that's
Well-
what happens when you stick in a shit ton of dialogue.
Well, did you whip that lazy son into shape?
He needed no such thing. Clemens has been tirelessly working to keep the engine going, and this will be the last I hear of you smearing his name. Am I understood?
So you will have it then.
What I'll have is the soup. It's warm enough now that it's boiling proper. If it was on the stove.
Harrison, put it on the stove! But in this case, it's a magical boiling pot. It's just boiling on the wood floor.
Yeah, floor's hot enough. That should be fine. Honestly, it's hotter just putting it above the boiler than just putting it on the stove. Waste fuel, otherwise. I found this out when I did this little 5-minute hack.
Oh no, we found the ancient version of 5-minute crabs!
The cook it on the pipes situation.
I'll fix the bowl up if you'll grab the captain's bowl from the belongings. I won't have the stove and chance this boiling. I won't leave the stove and chance this boiling over.
Can't you just use a small spare pot?
I'm not dirtying any more cookware than I need to. Hard enough to get the water hot enough for soup, let alone for washing. Given you don't want to grab the captain's, I'm sure any more will do.
I'll grab a bowl and some cutlery. Alright, to the captain's storage quarters. Away! It's downstairs. Right?
Nope.
Fuck.
Technically there is captain storage down there, but it's not what you're looking for.
Captain's room. No. There. Right. Wrong. Wrong again. Wait a minute.
I'm starting to get the distinct suspicion I made this shit too fucking big.
Oh, really? This ship's fucking enormous. Doesn't seem as if his
You could
dishwater's
have
in
a
here,
whole
though.
Final Fantasy game in this ship.
You could run Doom on it! Captain's shit's in here, I believe. Nope, next room. Yeah.
There you go.
Cabinet full of the captain's belongings. Clothes, linen, blankets. Aha! And the dishware. And captain's bowl and spoon. Oi! I have the bowl. Let's hope the captain hasn't expired in the meantime because you wouldn't. Let's hope the captain hasn't expired in the meantime because he wouldn't let us use a precious pot.
There, you surly louse. Now get out of my beard and let me work. Still have the rest of you to feed.
Fine. We'll go. Oi! Captain, drink up. Looks like he's spoiling alive. Head's cold. You. I have it at last. Thank you for getting the soup. I know this isn't much, but something warm in his gullet is better than nothing at all. Especially with the temperatures we're facing. Speaking of, how are you doing up here with your stove? Well, it has a fire going, so that's something. Why do you ask? We need to keep the captain warm, don't we? So I need to be sure that you're still able to. Well, what I have up here is getting low. However, I don't know if there's even enough to spare. Leave that worry up to me. I've already been breaking down some of the boxes to pad out fuel for Clemens. He's still here? Yes. Why wouldn't he be? Just, I haven't seen many others of the crew. And I can't place why. Are you alright? Yes, quite alright. Just a nagging headache I've had for some time. I'll just have to take some medication myself to take the bite of it. You aren't... Don't. I'm not using more than I need to, and it's not medication that would otherwise have gone to Captain Cantrell. I swear. I was going to ask if you were overworking yourself. You need to mind your health too. You don't need to mind your health. Fucking suffer.
Work yourself to death, damn it.
For now, I'm going to get you something to burn. Alright.
Suddenly late-stage capitalism enters the chat.
My immediate thought is, why not just take this motherfucker down into resting in the boiler room? Or like the other area, the engine, where it's always warm. Keep him in the warmest place of the fucking ship. Saves on fuel. Saves resources. In an economy where fuel resources are low, why waste it on a secondary furnace when you could just move shit down to the other room where things could be a lot warmer and safer, and to where, besides possibly the pollution conditions, it might be a little better. You gotta do your resources properly here, you stupid shit. Not you, the characters.
He does have a respiratory infection of some degree, though, so sticking him down there with all the coal is not the best idea.
Maybe in the next door room. If it would even be able to suffice. Wait, isn't there a room above the engine? Hang on. And thank you, Steed. I do appreciate the concern.
No problem.
Anything else? Any last final remarks? We're fine, Steed. Please, fuel the stove to make this room a bit warmer. So, before I continue on the quest here, wouldn't it possibly be easier for them to take him back here in a supply closet right by the warm zone? Wouldn't it be more sufficient? Or because of the fact that there's a stove there in general is why they're using it? Makes sense though, of course, but the engine room where the coal is stored, or the boiler room where less coal is stored, as much as it may not be optimal for his breathing, he needs to be warm. Also, you would think, you know, an idea.
I hadn't thought of that honestly,
take
but I
the
will
crew-
say, more
take
than
the
likely,
crewman's-
plot reasons.
Fair. I'd say another thing is finding taking the other slops and just piling it on him. Also, he's got a forehead cold. Yet, despite the extreme warmth it possibly having, I wonder how thick these sheets are. It might be better if he gets bundled up even higher. Let's see how many I need. Oh, it doesn't say how many. It says I need more. I'm just gonna assume 5, considering there are 5 in this room.
Yeah, that's the basic amount. It's also as much as a steed will ever carry.
Ah. Something to consider. Small stove for warmth. This should be enough for a little while. Thank you from me and the captain where he wake. Of course, the well-being of the crew is my job until they can take the helm again. Are you alright, Steed? You aren't looking well. Just an ache in my wrist and feeling more exhausted than I should. Exhaustion means you've worked hard enough. What was that you were telling me earlier about overworking myself? Seems you need to mind your own advice. There was so few of us left. Tisk, tisk. I don't want to hear it. Tisk, tisk. I don't want to hear it. You won't do anyone any good if you work yourself to death, Steed. Considering it doctor's orders to get some rest for yourself. Doctor's orders, eh? At least for a little while. We're not helpless pups at sea. We can manage ourselves for a time. Alright. I'll go rest for a bit. Fine! If the doctor says so. Casual accidental clipping. Doctor's orders. Fine. Much as I don't want to, Tompkins is right. All I can do now is rest. Boop, boop, ba-doo-doo.
You healed all your Pokemon.
Let's see. All the food we'll need is now squared away, and necessary gear set for delivery to the ship. We should have more than enough to make it through. Steed? Are you okay? Steed? I am, but who would you be to know who I am? Do we know each other? I can't say that we do, no. Are you alright?
Just struggling.
You look like you're about to faint. I'm fine. And besides, how I am isn't important.
And besides that, how I am isn't important.
Yeah, it just felt weird reading that. Yeah. What is important is that you do. What is important is that you not get on that ship. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I mean, do not get on the Aeternum. Alright, what kind of prank is this? This is no joke. Should the crew set sail, a horrible tragedy will befall you all. Do you know, Stoodler? Did he put you up to this? No! No one put me up to this! Please, if you must go, can't you convince the captain to delay it even by a day? What difference would a day make? It makes all the difference! Steed, that you? Is this woman badgering you too now? You know her? What's this woman's problem? Much as I'd like to know, too, we have more important things to tend to. Come on, let's get back to the ship.
Just books it by, shoves him out of the way.
Didn't even try to explain any longer, just fucking... Go on. I remember that day. Yeah, no shit. Maybe she really was prophetic. No, just an odd woman, nothing more. I need not dwell on such things, as we're not going to get out of this writing ourselves off as a tragedy. Best check on the captain.
You may want to do another save, because this is where some folks had run into the soft locks.
Much as I want to go down and check on the boiler, Captain Cantrell takes priority at the moment. Alright. To the captain. Must be a nightmare. Interesting. He seems to be having a rather fitful sleep. Probably his fever. I can't even tell if it's breaking or not from the cold. You noticed it too. Feels cold as ice from the waters outside. As waters outside, it looks like he's boiling alive in his own skin. Yes, I noticed it. Makes treating him that much harder. If only the surgeon were here, it would be much easier with a second professional opinion. It would. But for now, we have only you, Tompkins. Besides, he requested you by name when pulling together this crew. The surgeon wouldn't have wanted you for an assistant if he didn't believe you were capable. A warm sentiment for these frigid times. Speaking of time, how long was I asleep? Not a clue, unfortunately. Don't you have a pocket watch? It hasn't worked in I don't know how long. Perhaps the cold was too much and the work's inside and frozen in place. And with as bright as it is above deck, not as if we could tell the time by that way either. I can tell you it was for a while at the very least. And the sleep has done you some good. You look more rested than you had before. And time to put that rest to use. I can feel the wood from before must be about burnt out. Time to grab some more for it. Much appreciated. We'll be here as always.
So, to avoid the soft log for this time around, you would probably have to feed the stove in the sick bay first, then the boiler downstairs.
That seems like the priority special anyways. Holy shit! Oh, fuck! Where did it all go? How much does that engine need to have you so much quickly? Jesus fuck!
Clemens has been busy.
Well, to be true, I didn't see a prompt to mention that I need to refuel the boiler. So I don't know why I would go for the boiler first. I'm assuming if I talked to him, he'd say something. Or it was under assumption that people wanted to refuel the boiler first anyway.
I made it so that it wouldn't matter what order you did it in, so that it would make it... Because, like, I do prioritize some amount of player agency when they're playing in my games. And I try to think of different little things like, oh, but what if they did this first? And it would frustrate them if they're, like, trying to do something they want to do first and then they can't. So I try to allow some wiggle room for freedom.
And yet it's soft locked because the game took priority.
Well, it's not that the game took priority. What happened was I had set a conditional switch to be equal to a number that was supposed to be higher. And that's what soft locked that player. So it was more a bug in how I set it up. I have fixed that bug, but I'm not going to be able to put that up until later, unfortunately.
So if you were to find out they need to heat up the boiler, and you do that first, then...
And then you come to the sick bay. The sick bay would say, I don't have anything to do here. When the intended dialogue is, I have the wood, I can burn it, or, I don't have enough yet. That was the intended effect, unfortunately.
Evening, Steed.
You can tell?
Not really. Just feels like it.
Ah, I see. How's the engine?
If it were a drinking contest, I'd have been under the table a long time ago. Seems as if it's taking more to keep it fueled. It tracks that I does given the environment, but even to this degree seems ridiculous.
Same could go for the furnace to the boiler. I dare to close my eyes for a moment, and it feels as if we went to not put impers.
You slipped?
Tompkins' orders, believe it or not. I'm no stranger to hard work at sea, but I suddenly felt weak with a sharp ache in my wrists.
Must have swung the axe too hard.
And I will be again, as neither the sick bay stove nor the boiler will refuel themselves.
Just mind your technique, else you'll wear yourself out quickly again.
Yeah. At least he's honest.
Yeah. I was definitely trying to aim for. They're all short and close with each other, but they're still trying to maintain professionalism and camaraderie.
Why was I able to do it from over a step away?
That's a damn good question. I can only assume that, like,
Maybe the trigger, like, activated weirdly? Here, let me, like,
maybe.
hmm.
Maybe. RPG Maker can be very weird like that sometimes. If I can recreate it, I can probably tell you why, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I'm gonna be honest.
That's entirely fine. See, again, with the whole, like, walking to the wall thing. Alright, choose a bed. I was gonna go this way anyway. I was gonna start with this anyways. I didn't even think about the boiler first. Yeah, that should suffice for the time. That's one fire tended to. 2 more to go. Is it me or did the light around me increase?
No.
The light around me increased.
It did not.
No, you're shitting me. It increased. There's no fucking way. It
I am not
definitely
shitting you.
increased.
It is static.
No, it fucking got bigger. I swear. I swear to fuck it got bigger. I just don't recall it getting up here before. It looks bigger. Anyway. Oh, wait, I should probably go talk to them. Just refueled it and moved on. Many thanks for the help, Steed. But of course. You got anything new to say, Cap?
Listen, it's fair.
Must be a nightmare. Alright, moving on. You got anything to say, Chiefo? Feels colder in here than earlier. Is this stove running out too?
Aye, you just haven't been able to produce any more coal from the hold. But given what you had to do earlier, I take it there ain't much left.
No, but I can get you something to burn in the stove at the very least.
Greatly appreciate it, Steve. I'll prep a little we got left for cooking while you do that.
Oh.
I've been soft
well,
locked. I can't fucking move.
What the hell? That is fucking bizarre.
I can't even press the menu.
Well, that's why I told you to save.
Oh, all right. Let's. Yeah.
I just don't understand what happened there.
Alright, I'm gonna reopen the game. Options. Okay. Okay, so still need to talk to them first, right? Believe so. Yeah. Oh, skip. Okay. I'll make a save point here.
Alright.
Alright, so... Okay, maybe it was because I didn't activate that prompt?
I'm genuinely not sure. I have a save as close to that, so I'm trying to get there to see if I can recreate it. Because normally that's only a problem if, like, an auto-run event is being started when it can't process.
I do like that these are sets of 5. I do find that kind of fun. Oh. Wait, what? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Again.
I have to navigate with arrow keys. Wait,
You gotta hit like.
Was I supposed to give that to the captain?
It's when you talk to Tompkins, it's supposed to take it away. But apparently, I did a fucking dumb and didn't have a takeaway. So I gotta go fix that. Change item, remove the soup.
Maybe I need to talk to... Let's go talk to him before I put stuff in the boiler. Or before I put stuff in the stove. Because maybe it quest break?
Yeah, I got no clue.
And game broke. Alright. So talking to him broke my game. Alright. So let's see what we can do about that. Continue. Where I left off. Keep on trying to press W, A, and D. This woodwalking sound feels very familiar, and I can't place it. I think Minecraft, but I'm not sure. Okay. Alright, so I might be actually soft locked on a sequence, and I don't know what it could be.
Oh, I know what the problem is.
What?
The problem is that it's trying to move around T, but it can't because it... Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that.
It's trying to move?
Yeah, he's trying to move, and when you're talking to him from the left side like that, you're blocking his path, and I didn't put in a conditional to account for that. That's what the problem is.
Why is he walking?
Because he is intended to go up to the, He is intended to go up to the table with
So
the
if I
knife.
talk down here, it should work, right?
Yeah, if you talk from below him, it'll work.
I think it's expected that most people would talk like this way, but I just went to the side. Ah, I see the problem. Animation deal.
Look, can't cook no heat. Prepping for now is all I can do. So would you get the firewood
and
already?
there he goes.
Alright. So I'll make another save right here, just in case. That's 1, 5, 10 to 2. 2 more to... 2?
Yeah, some of these I'm gonna have to fix, like the dialogue for. So I need to add conditionals, so like if you've talked to Pearson, it's like, I'll have 2 fires to go to, but if you haven't spoken to him, it'll be like, well, I only need like 1 more fire to deal with.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I get a little too lost in the weeds in my own game.
That's fair. Seven, 10, 14. There's 14 in this room. Oh boy, there's an odd number. Interesting. archives. Now this room is in 14. Alright, did I...
To be fair, I didn't count all the boxes. I just fucking spam pasted it all everywhere.
That's fair. Alright, let's check. That should be the time. That's 2 5 send it to 1 to go. So I'm guessing it's like I should go talk with the probably a prompt of saying I should go talk to the others to see if there's anything else needed to be done. Something like that, yeah. A prompt to make sure, or what?
Players can check on them if they want to.
Oi! Who in the hell is that? Looks like they went to the galley. Pearson! Pearson! Pearson? A hatch that goes through the half of the storage below the ship. Pearson must surely be down there. Save. File 7. Red. Tools. His cabinet has been cleared out. Alright, when do I find his corpse? Pearson? What? Come on, old boy. Now isn't the time to be sleeping. If you needed a rest, you could have used a boat. Ah! My head.
Tompkins, he's coming too.
Steed, what happened here? I don't know. I only came down here to look for Pearson when he was in the galley. Tompkins, what happened to him? I have no idea. This emaciated and desiccated state implies he's been dead for weeks. Maybe months. But he was fine before. How could someone go from living and healthy to that?
Steed makes a point, Doc. There ain't nothing right here.
What do you want me to say? I may be a man of medicine, but that doesn't mean I can explain what caused this to occur.
You have to have some kind of idea, Tompkins.
A shadow. I saw a shadow before stepping inside the galley. That's what had to have happened. A shadow? I know it's absurd, but I know what I saw. I don't necessarily believe it was some specter, but whoever it was, is still on this ship. You know me, and you know I'm not one to spout off ghost stories. I saw something or someone on this ship. In some way, somehow, they've killed Pearson.
I believe you.
You do?
Sure, we ain't seen this person Steed is talking about, but when was the last time any of us had really seen each other?
Well, aside from Steed.
No one. We've all been so busy with our respective duties, how would we know if there's a stowaway on board? Besides, not like Steed would have done this either.
But why would someone do that? Does it matter why? There's someone on this ship who's now cast as a member of our already limited crew.
Steed has a point. Regardless of why they're here, we need to find them and deal with them.
Agreed. We'll see to Pearson's last rites once we've found the perpetrator. Until then, there's nothing we can do for him now. On that, I can agree. I'm going back to check and continue this captain's care. If someone really is on this ship, we can't chance leaving him alone. Leaves us fun to find them then. We'll have to split up to cover more ground on the ship.
Probably not the best move, but it's the only one we got. I'll take the oil up and hold if you got the lower. I'll take the oil up and hold if you got the lower and upper deck.
Sounds like a solid plan to me. We'll reconvene with Tompkins in the sick bay if we don't find anything.
Aye, aye, Steed.
End of the demo. Nice. And now to hunt the rest of the dialogue. I mean, we didn't get to see all of the possibilities yet, so, you know.
Well, the other possibility of going to the boiler first and then the furnace and the sick bay just leads to a soft lock too, unfortunately.
Well, I need to fuel the last place. I didn't do that.
Unfortunately, when you come back up to refuel it, you're like, oh, wait a second, where the fuck is he? Because he'll tell you to take care of Pearson will tell you to take care of the others first.
Yeah. So,
Before
like,
taking care of him.
and so he would just he'll just disappear before you can help him.
Yep.
If you like what little you could see of how this is shaping up, please let me know. Yeah, it's honestly fun. I do like this. Along with any bugs there may or may not that I missed.
Yeah, there's so many, but that's what I get for working on this half asleep half the time.
I believe Till is supposed to have one L, by the way. Like until? Till? I think. I could. I'm no English
When it's
major.
on its own like that, it is 2 L's, I believe. But one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. Google.
To
Anyways,
Google.
to Google.
Yes.
Oh wait! What the hell is a Google? I don't know. Some sort of technology I'm not familiar with.
But yeah, this project has been fun since it's also writing in a style I'm not entirely used to, because I was trying to go for older style, but at the same time not be totally anachronistic, not like total accuracy, but making them sound proper-ish. I don't know. It's as much as I can think of.
Alright. I'm just gonna go on and try that thing. Is there any other possibility? So, I'm assuming as soon as I were to go back up here, when I have the boiler ready, it's just gone.
Yeah. As soon as you set foot either outside of, or as soon as you set foot on top of that deck, from either the ladder or the sick bay, that'll happen. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should go back to that. Because a thought occurred to me that hadn't before.
What's that?
That if someone were to enter from the lower door and come out the top door, there's nothing that they would be hitting to cause that event to happen, where they see the shadow lady going into the galley. So I'm just extending that out just in case.
I have a suggestion. There's 2 ways to make that work, I'm sure. There's 2 ways that I can see it happening. One being, I'm gonna run up there right now. One being that when they exit through this door, because, you know, the lady appears, like, right below. So the idea is you make your way out here, and it just cuts you off around either, like, this kind of line, and, like, it just, and then it pans off here to where it shows the full area, or it does, like, a pan down to show, like camera movement. I mean, because it also could just stop you, right? The problem is, like, you need to be able to see the zone, because, like, and I remember playing a certain Bionicle Game Boy game, and, like, you'd see cutscenes from, like, or, like, you know, a lot of old Game Boy games really. So, like, you enter one room, and, like, this person's way out down here. But if it needs to be within eyesight, it would need to be something like this. Like, it would cut them off here or something, to where you can see the directional movement. You need to be able to cut off on the corners to where, you know, they can't just, like, zoom past it either. That's what I think. If we wanted to make sure the player sees it no matter where they go, it needs to be somewhere out here. Also, I will experiment with that idea too. Just here in a second. Let me just okay, so you said if I go back in here. He's still here.
Just hangs out.
Hey, me be staying. I have work to do.
So I'm assuming the only way to refill the engine is up here. And I can't do it because he's in the way. Because I refilled both of them. And he's still there.
Well, he's still busy tending to the engine.
Yes. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to that save. And instead of putting fire there, we're gonna go straight to the boiler to show your test, show the test of the other one. Oh, we have another break. Watch. So I'm up here, right? And I want to just go straight
Oh,
here.
that's for like the built-in pathfinding with the engine. That's unfortunately something I cannot fix.
Actually, I think you can. You just have to put an automatic a rewriting path, I'm sure. Possible, I imagine. Yes.
It is harder than you would think with RPG Maker.
Fair enough. I've never used it, so I can't say what's better or what's worse. I am a player of zero knowledge in this game of how the RPG Maker works, so there's that.
What sucks is there's like 3 separate pathfinding plugins that are out there, and all of them, as far as I can tell, just suck. I have not been able to get a single one of them to work appropriately. And the pathfinding built into RPG Maker MV and MZ is only designed to check for 20 tiles of 20 tiles.
There's the break. Yep, there's the break. There's nothing
Yeah,
I can
told ya.
do here. But then how can I even win it? I can't even
You
win.
don't. That's what I told you. That's the soft lock for this, or
It's
one of the soft locks
I
here.
feel like you have to. I feel like it almost feels like you need to have done the thing up here because then you like see the shadow as you leave. Because if you were to sequence to where it's this, then you literally don't even see a shadow. You'd see the whole figure run in there, and that feels like it would be a bad break. So I think.
Well, that's why I have her like from the bottom when you come in over here. But that's the thing. On this side, it was broken. I retested it.
I think it would be. I know you want player autonomy, but I think after the demo portion, you can add player autonomy. Make the demo portion be sequential, where the boiler, where we go to the boiler and say, "I need to help with the kitchen. I need to help with the The fuck is this called? The fuck is this room?
Galley.
Needs to help with the galley first." Because, you know, like, maybe, like, because it would be a priority operation. Oh, wait, no. I didn't, wrong button. Wrong button.
Misinput.
That's a misinput. No. Okay. By the way, this music's great.
Presence of Music has a lot of great music. I appreciate them so much.
Maintenance materials, but that's clothing. Also, why are there so many brooms?
You need a lot of brooms for all the deckhands. All the deckhands, if we had any!
It's a barrel. It should make short work of it.
Just break the barrel.
Fuck it, break a barrel. That's not supposed to happen, is it?
Well, you can't be a game did I do there?
Well, let's see how the barrels look in the other storage space, you know?
Oh, I found it. Whoops.
Let me see how that looks in the other room with the barrels. Just gotta haul ass all the way over there.
Oh, it might have actually got out of... Okay, so what it was is that I had forgotten to remove the tiles. Because those barrels were initially just part of the tile
Okay,
set,
this
so
one
a part
works.
of the map.
This one works. These work.
Yeah.
It's a barrel. Let's make sure what's of it. Yeah, so these disappeared. Because
Yeah,
they're meant
what
to be
happened-
broken.
Yeah, what happened is I had forgotten to remove the barrels that were a part of the tile set, so they were just physically a part of the map, versus the events that are meant to vanish after they're broken apart. Whoops.
I mean, to be fair, you're not supposed to be casually breaking barrels during that sequence, I imagine. It's like, where's
It's nothing
Pearson?
about the
Hang on, I
dot.
gotta break a barrel real quick. Oh, God, that's great.
Yeah, I probably should include a conditional branch in the axe for that.
Like, I have, like, this is not the time to break barrels. I gotta look for Pearson. I've got no time for this kind of thing. Simple enough. Who in the hell is that? Looks like they mean to win their gig alley. What if I go here? Now isn't the time. Really? No. You're not gonna let anyone else know. Alright, knife.
It's more that I ran out of time. He is supposed to be able to go to the others and go, hey, I just saw some fucking weird shit.
Yeah. We've cooked many a meal on this thing. Yeah, on the wrong stove. What's in these bags?
They're just ingredient bags, although given the food stores are so low, there's probably nothing in them at this point.
Okay, there's no barrel designation here. It's part of the map.
Yeah, I never got around to...
Okay, so if I just do this...
I've already
Oh,
got
that
two
one
things
breaks!
that's-
That's the only one that breaks! It looks like it so far. Nope, there's two.
Yeah, I got it. they're fixed now, but that's still fucking funny.
Ooh, floating barrel. Ooh.
We're breaking reality, Steed!
Why can't I inspect the bread? Come on, let me inspect the bread.
I ran out of time, damn it.
Is it? Let's see, I do like the facial expressions.
They are fun. Gotta stretch them out.
So they said that Pearson looks like as if he's been dead for weeks, if not months. Interesting. Time shenanigans.
Time shenanigans.
Banana. Oh, I can press and hold. Z or space or my mouse key to make it go faster.
Yes. Yes, those are the default hurry the fuck up buttons.
Okay. If only holding them all in sequence would make them go even faster. Alas, it does not.
Right.
Player, you! Thank you for playing. Yay! If I like what little you could see of how this shaping up, please let me know. Along with any bugs there may be out of missed. Till then, I'm going to sleep for a week now.
Yeah, cause I'm not fucking kidding. My wrists and arms are starting to hurt bad from the crunch.
Jesus, girl. It hasn't been a week and you're still making edits.
Shut up! I have a problem.
I can tell. Well, that was fun, honestly. I did enjoy that.
I am glad.
Yeah. So I noticed on your page here. Actually, I'll work on pulling it up real quick. Give me some time. I noticed that on your page, you've got a lot of other ones. A lot of other games in progress.
games, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I've got a number of ideas that I'm slowly working through. Honestly, this idea's been on the back burner for an age and a half, and then the jam came up, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I got an idea for this shit. In fact, it's an idea I've had. Whoops.
I'm trying to put on my opera on here, but I'm just like, do I need to display capture?
You might be able to do window capture.
Window capture's gonna look a bit weird, but it should be fine. There, I'll just do this anyways. Oh, shit, okay, 1 sec.
Yeah, careful, don't dox yourself.
Oops. Alright, we're not gonna do that. Because that immediately decaptures my full display. Alright. Windows. There's a game capture. And before I throw it in there, I'm gonna dump it below the game so I can organize this. Okay, I have to use window capture. Okay, 1 second. Alright, 1 moment. Almost there.
Ain't no thing.
I know. Up. Okay, alright, just need to do this. Probably hearing noises now, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch what I'm streaming here. I'm gonna go ahead and close the game. And opera should be up. Looks okay, looks good. Alright, so I need to open up the page here. I know I pinned it in our chat, so give me a second. Boink. There we go. So this is the page for your game right here. flamingteddy.itch.io/HMS Aeternum. Submission for RPG Horror Maker Day. These things. Let's see. Wait. So I could have played it on the page.
Yeah.
I figured as much, but I wasn't sure. Alright, so
I like to include browser versions because sometimes, due to Windows fuckery, they're like, "Oh, it's a zip file. It must be a virus."
Ooh, there's a YouTube video
like-
here. Probably it's under your comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched them earlier, and that's how I learned about the soft lock earlier. It's like, oh no, oh no.
Oh no! All right. Now let's go to your page. Where the frick
View all by Flaming Teddy underneath there at the top. It's on the right-hand side. It's underneath your character.
There we go. So, here's our thing on itch.io, Flaming Teddy Productions. Let's see. We got it. The only thing is, like, I hate the scroll mechanic here because, like, I can scroll down here, but, like, unless, like, after going past the games, then I can actually look at what else you have on your thing.
Yeah, the scroll is very jank.
Bleh. Heyo, Flaming Teddy Productions, aka Quizicalgin. Hi, friend. And I like to make sprite assets in games with RPG Maker MZ, making new tile sets currently that will be easier to convert between the different RPG Maker engines. If you play my games and as a Let's Play, please let me know. Watching people play my games provides valuable feedback to help me improve and make better games. I have a few different games I'm working on at the moment, and I hope to release soonish. Doe Project, currently in progress. Ocean Bunker, currently in progress. Bunker Project, on pause. Sachi Project, on pause. School Project, not applicable. Crush on Ivy, not applicable. Beelan, not applicable. Lonely Roads, not applicable. God's Mouth, not applicable. Where's HMS?
HMS is the Ocean Project. In my files, they have separate names. It's to sort of like help keep them secret.
Ooh.
Well, meanwhile, some of the other ones are like, fuck it, I've had them in my head so long as this, I'm just what they're gonna be. Because, like, God's Mouth is a old-ass creepypasta I've been meaning to adapt for a long time.
I see.
With some changes, because there's some parts of it that are a little oof.
I sometimes stream what I'm working on at twitch.tv/quizicalgin. Continue to cite. Thank you. So, this is hers. Please give her a follow. Even though you had a little bit of experience of her today, she's fun, she's funny, she's great. Highly suggest, highly recommend, especially for like birds.
Yes, and I am a shape-shifting seagull, and I've given that power to the chat. They can turn me into different borb forms.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a little fun thing. It's only the 2 forms though, because I have yet to figure out how to add more in a way that isn't completely scuffed.
Lol. Alright, so, after all that, is there any kind of, insights or statements you wish to state about either the game progress or anything in regards to how, like, what, you know, if you wish to talk about stuff that went into this or anything of that sort? I'm just gonna turn the music down.
Honestly, knowing what I know now, it was probably a very bad idea to go into a game jam where I was effectively going to have to make almost all the assets from scratch. Cause I'm like, it's fine, I'll have like an entire month to prepare assets prior. Proceeds to have to make so much fucking shit that even well into the jam I am still making assets.
Yeah, I mean,
And
hey,
researching and trying to get it right.
it
And
takes a
trying to
lot.
translate ship plans into RPG Maker, which is part of why it's so damn huge. And even then, it's not. For some reason, in my hubris, I'm like, I'll make it as accurate as humanly possible. Proceeds to fuck shit up. But I'm just gonna have like the scuffed parts of it be part of like the optional theme there was, which was, hey, make space act weird in this zone, make time act weird in this area. So that's that's my in-canon reason of, oh, this ship isn't totally accurate. They're in like a Twilight Zone episode. Weird shit's just happening. And that's how I'm applying the fucking adjustment.
Entirely fair. Entirely fair. Now, I am tempted to play some of the games that are on the competitor, on the your competitions side, or fellow game devs side. Just
I'll
not
go for it.
Just not today, of course. I made sure that we had time today because I had class, 10, whatever. And I would have stayed around, and then I had work at 3, so we have So I got about an hour until I would need to leave. So, I mean, hey, we did good on time. And when you mentioned that a playthrough was about an hour, I'm like, okay, this won't be too hard. It won't be too bad. And considering my final save at the end bit there was at 58 at 15, that's pretty much on par. Pretty much on the correct
God, this
deal.
game is gonna be so fucking long.
And hey, that sounds great when you for like progress on working on it.
True, and YouTubers might actually look at it because it's longer than an hour. It's like some people, when they've made content, they've just really shaved it down, and I'm just like, but now I don't know what you were struggling with or fucking up. How am I supposed to get better if I don't know where you struggle?
That's entirely fair, and yeah, like, you know, some people do game jams and just put at best like a sort of effort, and I can't say, you know, it's a huge variety of of incredible effort to where you're doing it day in, day out, or versus effort of like I worked on it a little bit every day, or sometimes just, you know, I did it all in one day and just didn't care until the release date. Like, some people, it all varies, and well, until I see how everyone else fared, I don't know how those things were, and to be fair, I only know you, so I don't really know the rest of the other people and how they work. What I do know is that, you know, sometimes game jams can lead to, well, full great releases of certain games.
True, just like Look Outside, it was part of the October 2024 Game Jam.
Or a example that we've been playing, Peak.
True.
Their actual history is that, you know, it's not some like, oh, it's some great official game they released. It was made for a game jam in tandem with Aggro Crab and Landfall Games to make a game together and use it for a game jam, and it led to one of the most popular recent games in this media. So that's kind of cool, but hey, well, in regards to yours, I know it's probably a bit more niche. Not a lot of click and play games are as popular as more action throwing games, but that's okay.
I know the audience I'm aiming for ain't the big leagues.
Yeah, hey, that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta find your niche. Find the little weird things, the oddballs, all that odd stuff. It's fun. Honestly, well, let's see. Yeah, I think it went well. Let's see. The one female character, interesting. Dream sequence detail. I realized my voices weren't entirely consistent. I tried to do my best to keep them consistent, but you know, first run, first serve.
No, but they were fun.
Yeah. And that's what I loved about it. As someone who likes to do voiceover stuff, this came right up my alley, practically.
Then I think you would like basically any other RPG Maker game or RPG Maker-esque game, because it's a lot of dialogue where you can just kind of fuck around and read it however you please if you want. That's part of why I like the genre.
Entirely fair, honestly. Entirely fair. Happy to work on stuff like that. Yeah. So, do you think there's any closing remarks or closing statements anyone mention about anything before we close up the stream for today?
Then thank you for playing and taking the time to do so, and showing me where even more shit was scuffed.
You're welcome. Gladly help you more, and honestly, if you ever need a progress marker person to be a game tester, where they will just throw themselves to the fucking wall and throw everything at it to see what happens, count me in. I'll happily help.
Famous last words.
I need reasons to dump myself into shit anyways. I've been wanting to help. Besides, with being a more direct connection, this allows it easier instead of having to be like, reach out through an email or some bullshit.
True.
Yeah. But that's entirely up to you if you need one, or if you'd like to need an assistant. Because I know that some things, I've heard of details about certain games in regards that sometimes an event early on in a game can cause a sequence to break later, or for a soft lock to happen later because of an event that wasn't done in an early section.
That is something I always try to keep an eye out on, and that's actually part of why when it came to the next day, there is a switch specifically to flip all the important events over. So I'm already trying to mitigate that.
Yeah, because
That way, even if a variable isn't set correctly, it's actually something that I've been thinking about doing is probably for every other day, or maybe not every other, but every day to zero out the story progress, because the switch is already flipped over anyway to the next day, and then recount up for that day, and then the next day zero it back out, and using another switch to denote that, hey, time has passed. Just to kind of hopefully mitigate some potential bugs as far as that goes.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And try to keep each time segment self-contained. Because the other way to do that would be to make it so each part of the game was its own separate game in of itself, and I don't really want to do that because it's kind of a hassle and inconvenient to the player.
Yeah.
It's a bigger headache for me, but you know, fuck it. I care more about providing a good experience with my story.
Yeah. Now, possibility deal check down the road if possible. In this game, I was thinking about, you know, the whole, like, you know, transfer over importance things or whatever. Are you thinking about a possibility of having more than one ending to this game?
I am planning to have more than one ending, but it would be more of... There's one ending I had wanted to put into the demo, but I just wasn't able to get around to it. Because I'm a fan of, like, oh, you can get an ending right at the very beginning if you want. It would technically be a bad ending, though.
What, jumping off the ship?
Okay, we'll add that as a second ending. But no, it's the go the fuck back to sleep. Where the shadow figure would come in, just like stare at you over the bed, and then you're just dead.
Oh. That's
accompanied with a CG and everything.
That's interesting. I like that idea.
Yes.
Maybe I think maybe the whole like jumping off thing would be a bit later, not a super early thing, because you know it's like checking on everybody, and then like you know during a way down of emotion, it's like, should I jump? Is it worth staying alive?
There's actually a variable I want to set up, and it's something I couldn't get around to this time, where I wanted it so that if you did more and checked on the crew more, there would be the variable of good leader. And every time you got a point toward that, it would lead to a different ending, which would lead to the true ending. Unfortunately, the ending might be very depressing.
Well, I mean, the more emotional connection you have between your crewmates and accompanying with a hopeless endeavor situation would probably be more depressing than if everyone fucking hated you and still everyone suffered and died.
Yeah.
So let me give you a reason to care about me 5 minutes into the game. Oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's also why I took so long with like the fetch quests. I know some people find them tedious, but I wanted to give a reason to interact with the characters more and try to characterize them.
I actually like fetch quests personally. Like for me, I do not care about how many times I have to go out and do the same thing over and over again. I'll just do it. I don't mind repetition. It's why, like, it was one of my favorite RPGs. What the fuck? No, it's not an RPG at all. Like how one of my favorite indie games, Bendy and the Ink Machine. There are people who love the game, but loathe Chapter 3 because of the fetch quest situation.
Yeah.
Me personally, I couldn't care less. I enjoy it because, like, it's storytelling and also it gives you a reason to actually explore the level. Besides of just, like, you know, having to just do these things. Of course, if you play it too often, then it can get annoying. But that's what the word moderation is for. Speaking of which, I do plan to play it again either this month or next month. Well, it's actually, February's almost over, so I'll play it again in March. I plan to do another stream of that, and hopefully I can get a better ending out of it. I'm hoping to get a special secrets. Now, yeah. So back to this game. I think. Well, I don't know. Considering you're the mastermind behind this, and there's a lot to this, and I know very little about the idea. I'm assuming there's already guessing with the whole time frame shenanigans. That there's probably going to be either a input story-based sanity detail or a sanity detail based on what you run into throughout the game. Now, whether you wish to tell me these secrets or no is up to you.
I honestly hadn't thought about that.
I mean, it is something to think about.
It would lend to it, true.
You don't have to put like a separate meter, but it could just be a thing in story where your character is either more panicked or more stone-hearted, depending on what they're doing in their good captain situation, maybe. If you want to do a lot more variable dialogue.
Heck, hang on.
I'm familiar with writing a lot of like oddity stuff like that, and I can give some good tips and ideas if you wish to like sit down and talk about this off stream sometime.
Okay, so it's not quite like it because I don't know the full story of Jill Wakes the Deep, but it's got a lot of similar vibes.
Well, you could watch my playthrough.
There's none of like there's no Lovecraftian shit. I'm gonna emphasize that right now. That's not what's in this story.
Okay.
But basically having a hopeless situation and still trying to live your day to day because that's all you can do is very much the vibe.
Well, the idea being resource control, sleep possible. Like, you know, maybe sometimes you don't sleep to make sure you get some shit done, or based on like, you know, forcibly having to do other stuff. There's a, you know, awake sanity kind of thing where like awareness and shit, like maybe you see something that you're not supposed to, that you wouldn't have seen if you had gotten proper rest in exchange for resource control. Maybe. Or it could just be story-driven based stuff where like you just see some other time shit and your character and our character Steed just see some shit, but like no one else can fully understand him as well. It's just like, okay, well, you witnessed this, but I didn't.
I had a thought and then I fucking lost it. Shit. Oh well.
Don't worry, if you need a review over what we were just talking about, just always watch the VOD.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I'll probably work with you if you would like a writer's assistant or something, or maybe help with story. I don't want to like inject myself into your work. I'll just give like I'll still of course let you have full control. I'll just give suggestions primarily. That is entirely
I still have the outline for it done. I just gotta actually write the script. I managed to get as far as the demo, and that was still, you know that gif of Gromit when he's on the train and he's just panically tossing down the tracks to keep going forward? That's what this felt like. I'm putting on the tracks as I go.
Hearing you, knowing what you were saying as you were as the days were rolling up, and everything else, yeah, I can believe it. And from watching your stream, like catching on one of your streams, like like about a week ago, just like catching a final bits of it. It's just like Well, I'm excited for what comes out of it. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be something good.
I hope so too. I do look forward to it. And again, I just do recall my offers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I might pick your brain.
Heck yeah. I'm down for that. I'll just need to see how the progress is each time so I can make sure that, you know, it's not off key. If that makes sense.
I got you.
Yeah.
Rusty!
Dog thing.
Nah, cat.
Oh, cat.
And he ignores me for the food bowl. Typical. Oh well, that's why it's in here.
Cats are cats. Alright, well, this will conclude the stream for now and everything, and I gotta go get ready for work and all that stuff. So, thank you so much for being with me while doing this, and I was happy to play your game, of course, as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.